And we look in the locker room moments before this huge game. All focus on this postseason. Real tense in there. And the winner tonight, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're watching Game 7 on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Well, it took a monumental effort just to push this to a Game 7. Now, do they have enough left to win on the road against a very talented club?
That's a good question. I mean, at this point, I think the physical exhaustion may take a backseat to the mental exhaustion, especially with the energy of the crowd working against them. To advance, they're going to have to be more focused than they've ever been.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Harden. That one off the back iron and out.
Nice work defensively. Leading them up top and forcing the miss.
Rebound Detroit. What an impressive regular season they've been having. Getting to 60 wins.
When you talk about magic numbers for a team, 60 wins means you're having an historic year. In fact, we've had stretches longer than 5 years without any team winning 60. So it's really hard to do.
Harden against Cunningham. From outside the arc. That shot missing. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And it's Detroit with the ball after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. Now here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. Thompson finds Robinson. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Thompson's shot is off. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Harden. Here's Wade. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Allen's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
Thompson, a screen on Harden. Cunningham drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Harden. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Yikes. How did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Mitchell misses.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to Robinson. Stolen by Mitchell. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the night here. That's good from Harden. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
The Cavaliers again cannot hit. The Pistons trailing. Duren, the screen. To the middle. And he jams it down right on top of Jarrett Allen.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Pass to Wade. Now Mitchell. Back to Wade. Now Harden. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped.
Anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Harris outside. He takes it in. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Wade, defended by Thompson. Outside Harden. Pass to Wade. Outside Mitchell. Back to Wade. Outside Harden. Fires for 3. And it's Harden again missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Thompson, a screen on Harden. Cunningham passes to Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Over Harden. And again, the Pistons missing.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
And here's Cunningham into the lane. And Cunningham throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Harden misses. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Robinson for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Three-pointer, Harden fires in the triple.
This is what great shooters do. Harden is rising to the three-point challenge.
The Pistons have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Cunningham on the wing, defended by Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Graham, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
That one's off. And last season, the Cavs were pretty healthy through the regular season, but that luck deserted them in the playoffs, Richard.
And I think that and that they didn't have a lot of competition in their first round matchup did not set them up to succeed.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Harris. And Herter's subbed in for Robinson. And he can't hit the second. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Now here's Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Puts up a deep 3, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And some changes here for Detroit. LeVert comes in for Thompson. Jenkins comes in for Cunningham. Here's Mitchell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
One thing you can count on with Mitchell, he will just keep attacking.
Pass to Stewart. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Now Merrill. He's checked by LeVert. Left side Mitchell. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
LeVert with the ball. Will it go? Rebounded by James Harden. Got a piece of it. They get it back. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Richard, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley. He's quickly becoming a two-way terror.
Yeah, the Cavs have unlocked him offensively, putting the ball in his hands and encouraging him to let it fly from long distance.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Sasser's checked in for Herter.
Number 25, Marcus Sasser.
Pistons trail by 7. Here's Sasser using his post moves to get the 2 points. And here comes Cleveland. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Outside Mitchell. Shoots it from the corner. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Okay, this is what he does. Mitchell, he's got a scorer's mindset full on.
Stewart outside. Now here's Sasser. Checked by Mitchell. Clock at 6. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Harden. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Cade Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. Cleveland also making some changes. Allen, he's checked in for Mobley. Strus comes in for Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in for James Harden. Here's Cunningham. Stewart, right side. LeVert outside to end the run. Great D that time from Allen. Cleveland leading by 12. Strus the pass to Schroeder. Here's Tyson. Now here's Allen. He's checked by LeVert. The shot's good. Allen's got 6.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's LeVert. He's scoreless. Buries it from 3.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Here's Tyson. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 11. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Give him 8.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
Allen outside. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Sasser to the paint. Oh, they pick off the pass. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And LeVert with a bucket on the assist by Cunningham. LeVert's got his second basket of the game. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Here's Tyson. Softly drops in the floater.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Duren with the bucket.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Allen. Here's Tyson. Here's Strus outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And here's Harris. Fades away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Harris with some finesse to knock down that little mid-range jumper.
Pass to Tyson. Cleveland working the ball around now. Strus' shot is off. Pistons trail by 8. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Cunningham making moves inside.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Pass to Tyson. Allen draws the double. And here's Schroeder outside. Connects from downtown. Schroeder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Now Thompson. No points yet. There's Cunningham with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, an encouraging sign. When Cunningham is dialed in from deep, he's dangerous.
Pass to Tyson. Now Allen. Good D by Duren. For Detroit, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And he gets the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Detroit making a change here. Jenkins is checked in. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the bucket is good. Merrill's got 5 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Thompson scanning the floor. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Duren with a screen on Strus. Thompson passes to Duren. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And that's now 8 points for Jalen Duren.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Pass to Strus from downtown. Jenkins with a rebound. The Pistons have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Harris misses. The Cavaliers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Merrill passes to Schroeder. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Jenkins, covered by Schroeder. Harris down low. No good. That would have tied it. The Cavaliers leading. Merrill outside. Pass to Schroeder. With the drive. And here's Strus outside. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
James Harden, he's checked in for Schroeder. That ties it up. Harris has gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is why you get Harris the rock inside. They can trust his judgment down there.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry. And it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Mitchell's checked in for Strus.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First trip to the line for him here. No good on that one. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. There was so much excitement around the Cavs team last season, Richard. It ended up in disappointment.
Yeah, they cruised through the first round of the playoffs, but sometimes it's better to be challenged in the first round. It sets you up as you move forward.
Shot clock at 5. Thompson outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Merrill passes to Mitchell. Over Herter. Grown man points from Donovan Mitchell.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
Duran, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, some solid defense from Herter.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
It's Herter on the wing. There's the 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shoots from 12. The Pistons clear it. Here's Jenkins. Still no points. Pass to Harris. Fades. No good. A bit long that time. A tight one here in Detroit. Merrill outside. Inside. Wade, that's good.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Thompson outside. Duran with a screen on Harden. Thompson passes to Duran. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Merrill. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Robinson comes in for Herter. Cleveland also making some changes. Tyson comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Strus in for Merrill. Strus the pass to Mitchell. Here's Tyson, and there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass on the layup. Tyson's got his second bucket on the night.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Here's Jenkins. Yet to see a basket. Back to Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Fader on the way. And it's Tyson with a rebound. Cleveland leading by 6. Pass to Strus. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
For 3, Robinson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They've led by as many as 14. Wade, that's good. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Thompson passes to Robinson. Now here's Stewart. Back to Robinson. To win the drought. It's rebounded by Wade.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Three-pointer, Harden. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Stewart, a screen on Strus. Down low. And Stewart with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Strus with the bucket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pistons trail by 12. Here's Jenkins. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jenkins. The 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Wade. Now Mitchell from the arc. No good on the shot.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Thompson outside. Duren with a screen on Strus. Thompson passes to Duren. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Tyson. Back to Harden. Jacks up with 3. The rebound by Stewart.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one for the Pistons. Holland, he's checked in for Duren. And Cunningham subbed in for Thompson. Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mobley comes in for Tyson. The Cavaliers lead by 8. Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. 27 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Robinson finds Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Outside Harden. From deep, Mobley. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. More 2K action in just a moment.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking the Earthling that question because me, I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel pulling no punches, as usual. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Detroit with the ball. 6-point game. With some arc. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Well, Cleveland shooting the ball at 48% so far. The three from Mitchell. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. When we talk about Donovan Mitchell, Richard, how impressed are you with his leadership?
He's been great. Every season, Mitchell has accepted more and more responsibility. He knows he's looked at as a leader, and his drive to win really motivates those around him.
Allen can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Cunningham. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to Wade. Now Mobley. 3-pointer, Harden. And another miss by Cleveland.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Cunningham against Harden. And here's Harris outside. Up again. Duren. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mobley outside. From deep. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mobley's got 11 points.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Harden against Cunningham. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds now. Allen outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. On target from range. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
This is a huge night for Mitchell, and all he really does is score.
Cunningham passes to Robinson. And again, the Pistons missing. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul. Mobley finds Mitchell. 4-3. The rebound by Detroit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Smooth drive by Cunningham.
Yeah, he's very quick on his feet. You can see it when Cunningham's moving through the defense on his drive.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys?
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Herter's checked in for Robinson. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. Pass to Allen. Back to Harden. Got a piece of it. Outside Mitchell. Fires the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 22. It's Herter on the wing. Off target with the 3. Cleveland leading by 5. The 3 from Mitchell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one. Cunningham outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Outside Mitchell. Lets it fly. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Well, Cleveland's shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Wade from behind the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last. Allen, the pass to Wade. Cleveland working the ball around now. And it's Allen who slams it home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. He's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Mitchell, pass to Mobley. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
And here's Cunningham. 24 points for him. Duran with a screen on Harden. Here's Cunningham. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Cavaliers.
Now they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Merrill's checked in. Harden's shot is good.
We know this about Harden. He's got every trick in that bag.
Cunningham with the ball. 26 points for him. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And James Harden pulls it down. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. And Green is subbed in for Thompson. Strus, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Harden. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter. Pistons trail by 12. Now Cunningham. And there's a 3-second violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Cleveland leading by 12. Here's Harden. 10 points for him. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. And Cleveland has possession. Pass to Merrill. Allen in the high post. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Harden against Cunningham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. James Harden picks one up.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
And Cleveland making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Both free throws good from Cunningham. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Allen. Strus with it. Green picks him up. Strus the pass to Allen. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw good from Allen. So both free throws good from Allen. Pistons trail by 14. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. The 3 is up. Cunningham confident in his range.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Donovan Mitchell. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. It's a bruised shoulder, and while uncomfortable, they'll be glad it's not a more serious injury. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, it's encouraging news, and it's a shout out to his toughness.
Cleveland leading by 9. Merrill passes to Strus. Here's Allen. Stewart defends. Pass to Strus. Puts up a deep 3. No luck on that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
There's Cunningham with a 3. And Detroit another 3.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Schroeder passes to Allen. Pass to Strus. And here's Merrill. And he's going for the oop here. Clock at 6. No good again that time. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic. At 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Schroeder against Cunningham. Mobley, a screen on Green. And here's Strus outside. Rebounded by Green.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Holland, covered by Merrill. Holland can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Outside Schroeder. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. And the three-pointer goes. Strus has got 9.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Cunningham outside. Oh, wow. Cade with a 3 of his own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Allen a screen to the middle. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And this is how dominant Allen can be. If you continue to feed him, he will reward you.
Cunningham outside. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. And finished off by Stewart.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen outside. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Schroeder. Here's Merrill. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist of the night. Now here's Cunningham. Up in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Cleveland closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. We'll be right back after this word.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. Here's Robinson, and buries the jumper to finish off the break.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Pistons trail by 5. Duren, the screen to the paint. Here's Tyson, guarded by Reed. Back to Wade, pass to Merrill. Fires the 3, sinks the tray.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Cunningham on the wing, defended by Harden. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
Pass to Wade. Cleveland working the ball around now. Oh, there's the alley. And now the Pistons in transition. Reed inside. And it's Tyson with a rebound. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Here's Wade. Strus outside. No luck on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Robinson. Harden against Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Ooh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Outside Strus. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So for the Pistons, Harris comes in for Reed, and it's Ausar Thompson in for Green. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Bryant's checked in, and let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys,
"Good! That's another bucket!"
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him. Here's Strus. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pistons trail by 6. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Back to Robinson. Duren with a screen on Strus. Inside. And Duren with the basket on the assist from Robinson. Robinson's got 4 assists now tonight. Harden finds Strus. And here's Bryant. And it's Harris with the rebound. Detroit has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Cunningham against Harden. Another one falls. Amazing.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Back to Wade. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Cunningham. On the take. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bryant, a screen on Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And Harden is good for 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Never scared to shoot from deep. The lefty stroke of Harden, oh man, it's so fun to watch.
Cunningham passes to Robinson. And here's Thompson. And here's Cunningham outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Strus. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Cunningham with the ball. And here's Harris, defended by Harden. The 3 from Thompson. Strus grabs the miss. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. Devin Mobley comes in for Tyson. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Strus. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Harden. Mobley passes to Allen. Can't get it to fall.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense. What a response from these terrific fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
The franchise record for points in a playoff game. He's going off when it matters most. A different look for Cleveland. Tyson, he's checked in for Wade. And it's Harden in for Schroeder. Cleveland has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Robinson. Mitchell misses. Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Harris passes to Cunningham. Outside Robinson to take the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Mobley outside. Launches a 3. Thompson pulls it in.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Back to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Pass to Robinson. Duren, another shot. And it's good on the layup. Duren's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Now Cunningham. Cavaliers with a rebound. Harden, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Tyson, defended by Thompson. Cleveland working the ball around now. Mobley, a screen on Thompson. Here's Tyson. They get it back. Outside Harden. Hits a three-pointer. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
Great shooting reflexes from Harden. Able to put his shot up right off that pass.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Harris. With the fadeaway. Count that one.
And Harris does not back down in these important possessions. He loves coming through for his guys.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Now here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. Mitchell outside. He launches. Cunningham there for the rebound. The Pistons leading. And got it. Another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Number 32, Wade.
Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Outside Mobley, beyond the arc. Harden outside, fires the 3. Money from 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Now Cunningham. Oh, he can't hit it. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Detroit has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Duren. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Harden. Yes! Using that window.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Now Robinson. Duren with a screen on Mitchell. Buries it from outside.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Harden can't get the 3.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Cunningham looking around. Robinson fires. Oh, off target from downtown. Now Harden. Allen. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Robinson. Allen rips down the board.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
To tie it up. And that's money on the layup.
The defense has been locked in on Mitchell, but he's done a good job making the right play.
Harden against Cunningham. Oh, no good. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Now here's Harden. Oh, he jammed it.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
The Pistons trailing. And here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
Here's Herter. Puts up the tray. Cleared away by Mobley. Here's Wade. Defended by Thompson. Mitchell outside. Mitchell on the attack. Left loose for 3. Duren pulls it down.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
He got it.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Harden! Yes, sir! Sticks the J!
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Mitchell outside. Jacks up a 3. It's cleared away by Thompson.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The free ball is down.
Night in and night out, this is Herter's game. Looking for his spots on the arc.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Harden. Ooh, it misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. he drops the first. Both free throws good from Cunningham. Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell outside. Pulls in another board.
It seems like he's grabbing every rebound.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history.
The athleticism of Thompson is showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Harden against Cunningham. Outside Mobley. Allen with it. Mitchell outside. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Herder. Allen rips down the board. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. Jams it home.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Now Herder. Harris, a screen on Harden. Outside Harris. 5 to shoot. He shoots. Oh, he missed the jumper. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell outside. Cunningham against Harden. Thompson with the block. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Robinson, he's checked in for Detroit. Harden outside for 3. Ooh, it doesn't go. Detroit leading by 3. Now Cunningham. Duran with a screen on Harden. Outside Harris. Shoots a 3. That's another board.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a single
game. He's been sensational. A show of force on the glass. Harden. Oh, money!
Coming up big in the clutch. Harden, you know he loves these moments.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Harden against Cunningham. Harris, a screen on Harden. Here's Harris. It falls!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Allen. Robinson rips down the board. And that's an intentional foul. 19 seconds left in the first overtime period. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And the 3 misses.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
From downtown, yet another bucket.
He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see.
And so the Detroit Pistons have won the series. And it took 7 games, but with this victory, they've wrapped this series up and are moving on to the conference finals.
A thrilling, hard-fought series, and they definitely deserve to be moving on after the hard work they put into winning it.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.